Hi, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. This video is going to be a contest entry for Richard Calvinwazoo. He's our favorite Frank Zappa fan and Sunday brunch host from up in Chicago. So he recently had a birthday. I think he turned 39, and gave us a challenge for the contest. Everything is based around birthdays, birth years. So the first one is based on your zodiac sign. So I'm a Virgo, so it's like, okay, we got to pick out something doing with a virgin. I don't have Madonna like a virgin. So I thought about Virgin Records, and so this Keith Richards solo album, Keith Richards, I'm pretty sure is not a virgin, but this Keith Richards solo album called Talk is Cheap from 1988 was on the uh, Virgin Records label. So you can see the Virgin at the bottom there. And the back cover, that skull ring looks pretty cool. So that's gonna take care of Virgin for me. Keith Richards on Virgin Records. Next thing was based on like our Chinese year of the whatever animal. So my birth year happened to be the year of the rooster. So I know the obvious thing would be to do Alice in Chains, but instead I'm going to do Julian Cope. So the only Julian Cope I own is this compilation, Floor Genius, the best of Julian Cope, and the Teardrop Explodes from 1979 to 1991. And it's defined up into these four different phases of his career. Phase one being when he was with the band, the Teardrop Explodes. Then the other phases for parts of his solo career going through the 80s into the early 90s. And you're confused as to what the heck does Julian Cope have to do with the Year of the Rooster. Well, it turned out that in his band in the late 80s, early 90s, so on the final few albums that were part of this compilation, he had a drummer and percussionist named Rooster Cosby. Pretty sure Rooster is not on his birth certificate, but that was his nickname. And so Julian Cope will represent the Year of the Rooster. Next thing was birthstone. So I didn't even know what my birthstone was. So I look it up for August. It's peridots. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I have any records to do with that. A little bit of Discogs. There is an obscure label called Peridot Records that had a single 7-inch record they released, a Dorothy Ashby song. She's that jazz harpist. I don't own it, of course. I can't show it to you. There's none for sale right now. It's rare. It usually costs somewhere in the $150 to $200 range when it is available. So I don't own it. I doubt I ever will unless I bumble across it in the wild. So I said, oh, let's just play pretend. Pretend that amethyst is my birthstone, as if I had been born in February. And so Amethyst Kia, Rary and Strange. I made a video about this great album from the year 2021, Rounder Records. So Amethyst Kia, she is a singer-songwriter from Tennessee. She went to school at East Tennessee State, studying sort of Americana, early roots music, and she's sort of a blend of blues, folk, Appalachian music, country, rock, soul. So she's kind of hard to put into a category, but I think they usually just say she's Americana. So Amethyst Kia from East Tennessee. I'm going to use that. And then finally, find a musician who has the same birthday as you. There are several choices for August 29th. I did a video on my birthday last year using one of them. I'm going to do another video on my birthday this year using another one of them. So I'm not going to give those away. But I found another musician was, so it's not Herbie Hancock, but one of Herbie Hancock's players, Benny Maupin, who on this particular album played soprano sax, tenor sax, saxello, lyricon, and bass clarinet. So this is the album Secrets from 1976 on Columbia Records. Benny was also on Headhunters. I could have shown that. I think on a few of the later albums as well. So he's pretty much with Herbie Hancock in the 70s and early 80s. And so Benny Maupin was born on August 29th, 1940. I was born somewhere after 1940. So there we go. We accomplished the challenge. Represented Virgo somehow with Keith Richards. We represented, what was next? Oh, we represented the Year of the Rooster with Julian Cope somehow. We represented my birthstone periodot with Amethyst Kia somehow. And then finally, we represented my birthday with a guy in Herbie Hancock's band somehow. So somehow I did it, Calvin.